Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a wonderful day. And today we'll be doing another Halloween special, this time looking at the Monster Fighters theme. So this theme began all the way back in 2012 and unfortunately, just like Scooby-Doo, only lasted 1 year. And the basic premise behind this theme is that a group of monsters led by Lord Vampyre are trying to collect moonstones which we find in each set, which will give them the ability to eclipse the sun. Then a group of monster fighters led by Dr. Rodney Rathbone, which is an amazing name, basically puts together a team to stop them. So that is the basic storyline and the premise behind the sets, but let's take a closer look at the sets themselves. Let's begin by taking a look at the cheapest set of the wave, and that is the Swamp Creature. This set contains 70 pieces, and this set retail for £4.99 or $6.99. And in build for this set, we get a speedboat for the monster fighter, as well as a little bit of a monster lair for the swamp monster with a cute little frog there. So as you can see, the swamp monster is trying to protect the moonstone. And honestly, it's quite a fun little simple build. I do enjoy the speed fighter with the two pistols at the front there, but the standout is definitely the minifigures. The Swamp Creature looks amazing. I love the scale printing on his torso and legs. And the face print and the face mask look great. And Frank Rock, who is the monster fighter, also looks pretty great. I love the sunglasses. So overall, this is just a really fun little cheap set, and the minifigures are pretty great. And to currently buy this set, it's going to cost about £17 or $22. Our next set is the Mummy. This set contains 90 pieces and retail for £8.99 or $11.99. So the build for this set, we get a gyrocopter for the monster hunters, as well as a little horse and carriage for the mummy. And I love the skeleton horse mold. It looks really cool. And the carriage itself, I think, looks really great. I love the references to ancient Egypt, like the pyramids as well as the scorpion, and the hieroglyph on the moonstone. I'm not a big fan of the gyrocopter, but I think the chariot looks really great. And for minifigures, we get a really cool looking mummy, as well as another monster fighter. And she has some really great printing, and I love the hairpiece mold with the arrow. So overall, another solid cheap set with some really great minifigures. And to get this set currently new, it's going to cost about £26 or $33. And our next set is the Werewolf. This set contains 243 pieces and retail for £17.99 and $19.99. We get a really great tree build for the werewolf to jump out of, as well as a really cool looking werewolf moonstone. And we get a nice looking car for the monster fighter, which has a frog little ornament at the top there, which I really love. So for minifigures, of course, we get a werewolf who I love the printing on him. He has amazing torso and leg printing, as well as a really cool wolf head. And for monster fighters, we get Major Quinton Steele, which is another amazing name, and he's a really great looking minifigure. So a really good looking set. I love the minifigures and the tree build. To get this set currently new, it's going to cost about £38 or $49. And for our next set, we have the Vampire Hearse, which contains 314 pieces and retail for £24.99 or $34.99. And this is one of my favorite LEGO vehicle builds. It's so cool looking. I love the little flame sticker there, as well as the coffin for the vampire. So it's a really fun and creative design for a set, and the hearse itself just looks really great. And for minifigures, we get Lord Vampyre, who is the main villain of the theme, as well as we get the main monster hunter, who's Dr. Rodney Rathbone. And they're both really great looking minifigures, and we also get a zombie driver. So this is one of my favorite sets from this theme. I just think the Vampire Hearse just looks so cool. It's such a unique build and concept for a set. And to currently buy this set, it's going to cost about £70 or $91. So definitely the biggest price increase so far, but that does make a lot of sense because this set is absolutely incredible. For our next set, we have the Crazy Scientist and his monster, which is pretty much just Frankenstein and his monster, but I'm guessing maybe they don't have the rights to use the name. So this set has 430 pieces and retail for £39.99 or $49.99. So we get an interesting little build for the monster hunters, the vehicle there. But the best part of this set is definitely the Crazy Scientist laboratory. The build is fairly simple, but I love the platform which you can use to bring the monster to life with electricity, which is powered by the moonstone. And there's also a jail cell that you can put one of the monster fighters in and break them out using the car. For minifigures, we get the Crazy Scientist, or Who Should Be Frankenstein, and we also get Frankenstein's monster, who is one of my favorite minifigures from this theme. I love his headpiece there, and it's just a really great looking minifigure. And we do also get Dr. Rodney Rathbone again, as well as Major Quinton Steele. So this is a really great set. I love the Frankenstein minifigure, and the lab is a really cool idea for a set. To currently buy this set, it's going to cost you about £63 or $82. And up next, we have the zombies. This set contains 447 pieces and retail for £34.99 or $39.99. So built for the set, we get a part of a graveyard with some tombstones, which the zombies can actually rise out of there, which is a really cool feature. And for the monster fighters, we get a hammer truck, which has two massive hammers on the side to smash the zombies with. So it's another pretty fun over-the-top vehicle. So for minifigures, we get 3 zombies. We get the zombie bride and the zombie groom, as well as the zombie driver again. And for monster fighters, we get Jack McHammer, which is another great name. But I have to admit, these names are sounding a little bit too adult for my liking. I think they're in the wrong industry rather than monster fighting. But he's a really cool minifigure. He has great printing as well as a robot arm. And to currently buy this set, it's going to cost about £220 or $288. So this one has had a massive price increase. And up next, we're moving to some of the bigger sets. We have the Ghost Train. So this contains 741 pieces and retail for £59.99 or $79.99. So the builds for this set, we get a crop duster for the monster fighters and a really great Ghost Train for the monsters. So the crop duster is nothing too special. It's a decent build, but definitely not as cool as the Ghost Train, which just looks absolutely incredible. I love the front of the train with the ghost face there, as well as it has like a bone cage to trap the monster fighters in. It's a really unique and creative build, and definitely one of my favorites from this wave. And we do also get a moonstone ghost there. So for minifigures, we get 3 ghosts with the classic Lego ghost piece, which I absolutely love these minifigures. I do also believe they glow in the dark. And we do get Anne Lee again and Frank Rock. So this is a really incredible set. I love the design of the Ghost Train, and the ghosts themselves look really great. To currently buy this set is going to cost about £136 or $177. And up next, we have Vampyre Castle. This set has 949 pieces and retail for £79.99 or $99.99. So the builds for this set are a massive castle for the vampire, where you can see at the top there he actually has all the moonstones collected, where they're trying to eclipse the sun. And you can also add in the moonstones that you collected in other sets, which is a cool addition. So I think the Vampire Castle looks really good. I love the design and the build of it. Now the interior is lacking a little bit. There's nothing too interesting going on inside and everything is quite cramped. There's a few traps around the place, as well as a few rooms. But my favourite part is definitely the piano for Lord Vampire to play. So for minifigures, we get Dr. Rodney again, as well as Jack McHammer, as well as a Lord Vampire variant who has a cape piece. And we also get Lord Vampire's bride, or the Bride of Dracula, and she looks incredible. I love her face print and the printing on her dress. As well as we get 2 Bat monsters, which remind me of Man-Bat from LEGO DC, but they're really great minifigures. And to currently buy this set, it's going to cost about £217 or $280. But this is a really great looking set with some really good minifigures. And finally, we have the biggest set of the wave, and that is the Haunted House. This set contains a massive 2,064 pieces and retail for £149.99 or $179.99. So that is a really great price per part ratio, and this is a really big and fantastically designed set. So we get a big haunted house for all the monsters, and I love like all the little boarded up windows and stuff. It looks really run down and really creepy looking. It's just a really great design. And inside we get a kitchen for the zombie chef to be preparing food, as well as a study for some of the monsters and what looks to be a bedroom and an attic. So the interior is lacking a little bit, but I think it looks so good from the outside that it doesn't matter too much. And for minifigures, we get Lord Vampire with his cape, as well as his bride, a zombie chef and 2 ghosts, as well as a monster butler who's pretty much just Frankenstein in a suit who's grey, and I love this minifigure. So this is a really great set. The haunted house looks amazing from the outside, and you get some really great minifigures. I do think the interior is lacking a little bit, but I think the outside definitely makes up for it. So to currently get this set, it's going to cost about £340 or $450. And that is it for the Monster Fighters theme. Unfortunately, we did only get this one wave, but I think all these sets look really good. There's a good balance between fun little over-the-top vehicles, as well as some really cool locations like the Scientist's Lab, or something a lot bigger like the Haunted Mansion or the Castle. All the minifigures look absolutely fantastic. All the horror monsters look amazing. And I do wish that I collected some of them when I was younger. So this was a really cool and interesting wave. And I would have loved to get another wave of some more creatures and some more monsters. But let me know, did you used to collect this theme? Which is your favorite set from this theme as well? But as always, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please remember to leave a like, comment and subscribe. It helps the channel out. Hope you all have an amazing day and week. I'll catch you next time. Bye bye.